Hey guys, it's Myles from Mindful Chef and we are back with another one of our cook-along lives, and tonight we're going to be bringing the heat with a delicious Nando's butterfly chicken, chips and Fino slaw. Let's go. Let's get all the ingredients out, okay, and we'll start getting into it. I'm just going to say hello to everyone who's here. Hi Jen, Harvey, good to have you here. Rick, good on you. Lynn, Annie, hello. Nice, good. Let's give people a little bit longer to join us and then we're going to get in. Quick tip, right, what else are you going to need tonight, okay, for this recipe? I'm going to use a pan, okay, and then we're going to want a griddle pan as well if you go on. If you've got just a normal frying pan, that's fine as well. Colander or a sieve, and then 2 bowls. They don't need to be these ones, just any 2 sort of mixing bowls that you can use. And then also, we're going to use a grater, okay? And then, you know, got a couple of tongs and some whatnot. And then we're gonna have 2 chopping boards, okay? One for the chicken. We're gonna show you how to butterfly the chicken, which is a really great little cooking skill to learn. And it also cuts down the cooking time of chicken vastly, so that's good. And then just another chopping board also for all the veg, okay? So let's see who else has come in. Chris, hello. Mags, Paula, Teresa, good to see you. Kira. Nice to meet you, Nicola Robbins. Looking forward to this. Me too, Nicola. Very excited. I don't have a pan. Help. Do you have a tray? Because we can do most of it in the oven if you've got a tray, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Don't worry, we'll still do it. Scott, good to have you on. Abby, lovely to see you, Abby. Hear from you. Good to have you on board. Right, okay, so let's get into this. What we need to do, okay, is boil a kettle straight away and also get the oven on, okay? So get your water in the kettle. Pop your oven on. I've actually just put mine on, so we're good to go. Okay, we need it to be about 220 degrees. Okay, and that's what we're going to get the chips into nice and early, and that's what we're going to do. So hopefully by now, hello to everyone who's just joining us. You've got all your ingredients out. Okay, and we can start getting into the cooking process. So first things first. Okay, what you're going to do is grab your potatoes. Okay, so grab your potatoes, little peeler, and just start, you know, de-peeling, I guess. Let's get this skin off. Okay, it shouldn't take too long. And a little cooking tip that some of our chefs taught me, and just sort of in the very early days of Mindful Chef, and also that I do probably every time I cook a meal now, is I have, I just use the bags actually, nice and easily, but you can just use a bowl or whatever you might have to hand if you don't have the bags, just to pop all of these peelings into. So, you know, our bag's super handy, super helpful. You just grab them, pop them in here as you go along, and you know, then you don't have as much mess, and it's just so much easier when you've got to clean up at the end of it. If you want to, you can just pull those peelings either into your compost bin or into your other bin, and then pop that back in the recycling as well. Right, let's see who else is here. Darren Lightbody. Darren, my old mate from the gym. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for cooking along. Matt Britton, Hugh, good to see you. And right, keep it going. So let's keep going with this, with these potatoes. So keep peeling away. We'll get this done. So look, lots of people in the community have been talking about this. We've had so many pictures posted online of people's meals. They've got really excited about this collaboration with Nando's. And what I'd say is, you know, we just thought everyone in lockdown, you know, you can't get to some of your favorite restaurants. And actually, wouldn't it be great if we could just bring a bit of that experience to people's houses? And, you know, the reception has been absolutely fantastic, especially, you know, from lots of people, from people just eating on their own, people cooking up for their partners, you know, obviously, talk about, you know, the amount of men just loving chips and chicken, but this has really hit a real crowd please at home. But also a lot of the families, actually, we've heard from lots of families cooking this one that their children have been absolutely loving it, so that's great. Right, so what we need to do now, okay, is get these potatoes into a pan to boil. So all we're going to do, just chop down on one, okay, and flip it over onto its side, and then it won't roll around as you go, okay? And we're just going to do vertical chops, nice and easy, probably about 1 centimetre thick. Okay, all the way through, just like that. And then we're just going to chop them however sort of thick or thin you like your chips. I quite like chunky ones, so That's what I'll be going for. So we'll be popping those in. Guys, if you are joining along the cook along tonight, maybe you are cooking, maybe you're not. If not, you know, feel free, jump in, ask some questions. I'll do my best to answer you. You've also got the team there as well, they'll help out. But anything you want to know about Mindful Chef, I know we've got a lot of new customers recently who've just joined us, coming on board to try some of these recipes out. So please, if you want to know anything more, just jump in, ask some questions, and we'll get back to you. So, same again with the other potato. If you're cooking for a family at home, as I did earlier this week, it might take you a little bit longer, but you know, I'll go through most of the steps a couple of times so you guys can keep up as well, because there is a bit more chopping as you've got more food, obviously. So there we go. Okay, potato chopped. What we want to do, make sure the heat goes on, get that on. If you've just joined us as well, guys, make sure your oven is on, it's preheating. We need 220 degrees. Okay, really important to get that going. And all we're going to do is blanch these for about 4 minutes now, okay? So only 4 minutes, get them out, and then we'll towel dry them as well over there. Okay, nice, let's have a look what's going on, see what people are saying. Is the Nando's meal going to be available indefinitely? No, it isn't. It is on for 2 weeks. So if you haven't ordered one, make sure you order some this week, okay, for next week delivery, because it is just an exclusive partnership, limited time. So let's have a look. But if you guys are keen for us to do more partnerships like this, let us know, get in touch, you know. Our chefs have done an amazing job actually putting the Mindful Chef spin on these recipes to make sure they're super healthy, they're gluten-free, dairy-free, and they fit along with all the normal sort of ingredients we would use as well. Let's see what people are saying. Right. Hello, Helena Jolliffe, Sharon Armstrong. Oh, Sharon's already cooked hers. Good for you, Sharon. Right. John Mason, got the sauce. Right. Okay, just checking. Eating one of your other amazing meals, thank you. Tim, good to see you. Tim's questioning about my haircut, how I've got a haircut in lockdown. I put the wife on it, Tim. She's done a good job actually. There's been some real nightmares out there. Alina, please shout out happy 60th birthday to Natalia. There you go, happy birthday, Natalia. Hopefully you're cooking along. What a better way to enjoy your 60th than cooking along with all the rest of the community. Right, so, okay, potatoes are in. Let's have a look, what have we got next? Okay, don't forget, make sure that oven is on, really important. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to butterfly the chicken. So what I'll do is I'll get Eric to come on in so we can see this a bit better. Right, really good cooking skill to know, guys, okay, is how to butterfly your chicken, just because it will, as I said, cut down on the cooking time as well. So actually this one has this one's actually already sort of put it out. So I might actually just make a small incision on this one and then I'll show you on the other one and then we'll keep cooking. Hold on. Okay. So ignore that one because actually the way it's shaped, didn't need to do so as much. So take your thickest part of the chicken, okay, and you're going to put your hand flat, okay, so keeping your fingers out of the way if the knife does come through. And all you're going to do, nice sharp knife, okay, about halfway down, cut in at the top, not all the way around, okay, then keep your hand flat, and you're just going to cut along the chicken there, like that. And then if you need to, so you'll be able to open it up and you'll feel, okay, getting a bit of resistance there. So all we're going to do is just fold it back over and just slice into it a little bit further, just like that, okay, and then should be able to flatten it down nice and easy. There we go, just like that. And then we're just gonna sort out our taps in the Mindful Chef office as well. Okay, so there you go, butterfly the chicken, make sure it's nice and flat, just like that. And then the next thing you're going to do is take your mixing bowl, okay, and take your Nando's. And we're going to do about half of the mix if you're just cooking for 2 people, okay? Depending on how spicy you like it. I like mine pretty spicy, pretty hot. So get about half of the mix in there, okay? Give your hands a little quick wash as well. Pull all that off. There we go. Nice. Okay, give your hands a quick wash. And we want about a tablespoon of oil in there as well. Okay, so tablespoon in. That one comes out rather slowly. Give it a quick mix. There we go. And that's just going to help that chicken really coat and cook really well. And then all we're going to do, pop your chicken in, both breasts. Okay, there we go. And then get your hands dirty, get involved. Cooking's meant to be fun. It's meant to be, you know, enjoyable. Get it in there. okay, make sure it's completely covered, okay, with all that sauce. And then what we're going to do is just leave that one over to the side, a couple of minutes, wash your hands, get that chicken juice off, and nice and easy. Okay, nice. And then I'm just gonna come back, see what's going on in the group. Ben O'Neill, good to have you on board. Rory, rock on Rory, love it. Can you please keep this video on your website for future reference? Yes, it will stay on the website, don't worry, it'll be on Facebook as well, and we'll make sure we pop it back up. Iris, let's see, right. Nice, okay, so potatoes have been in for about 4 minutes now, so what we're gonna do, okay, take them off the heat, use your colander, okay, pop them in there. What I'm gonna do, pop my pan back on that heat, okay, for a minute. Leave those chips in. All I want to do, the next sort of step we're going to do is actually coat the potatoes in oil. So put your heat down, okay, just turn it off. Just pop in, what does it say, about a tablespoon, I think? Let's have a look. Yeah, pop in about a tablespoon of oil, and what I want to do is actually just let that oil heat up slightly, because then it'll be a bit looser, it'll be a lot easier to coat all of the potatoes in this oregano paprika oil mix in a minute, and that's what's really going to give them that crispiness when we pop it into the oven as well. Just see what else is going on. Lots of people tonight, thanks for joining us guys. Right, so that's going on there. Grab your potatoes again. Okay, and then if you've got a paper towel, doesn't matter if you don't, you can just pop it straight in the pan. It'll just be a bit, it'll just mean you get any of that excess water off in the meantime. So in a paper towel, grab a little bit more. Here we are, some kitchen roll, whatever you've got. You can do this with a tea towel as well. You're just gonna have to probably clean it afterwards, so leave that with you guys. Okay, and then just pat it down, pat it dry, just like that. Nice and easy, beautiful. Right, and then what we're going to do, we've got this hot oil, so be careful. Okay, we're just going to take these potatoes, actually not too warm, they're all right. Pop them into that pan. And the reason I do this, okay, is because I just find it a bit easier to actually coat all of the potato, all of those chips in the mix. Sometimes when you pop it straight into the tray, you know, you're putting the mix over the top, but it's not actually getting a lot of it, so, or some of the pieces aren't being done. So here we go, got our smoked paprika and oregano mix. These little pots are amazing. These are recyclable. They also actually biodegrade as well, so nice one. Just make sure you get rid of the lid, okay, because that is the one part which we can't do. Okay, and then all you're going to do is just coat those potatoes in that mix. There we go. And then what I do is I just sort of get a little swirl, go. Just mix it all together. Again, just like that. And then I do have another spoon, so what I'll probably just do is make sure we're mixing all of those potatoes up, getting all of that lovely paprika, oregano flavouring all over it. Lots of people will have paprika and oregano in their kitchen as a staple. If you guys do this all the time. It's absolutely delicious. Genuinely, I ate this meal earlier in the week and it is so, so good. And I will definitely be doing this again, regardless of Mindful Chef or not. So there we go, okay. That is in. Okay, and now what we're going to do, hopefully you guys have had the oven going, so we'll grab our tray out of the oven. Okay, it'll be nice and preheated now. Bring this one over. And then we're just going to get those chips on there. Look at that, hey? Doesn't that look good? Yeah, nice. Okay, so if you've got a slightly bigger tray as well, they will crisp up a little bit better because they'll spread them out. Make sure they're all spread out, pop them in. Okay, and they will take probably about 25 minutes or so. I think we've got on there. How long have we got? Yeah, about 25 to 30 minutes, depending on how cooked through you want them. And we'll have a look. Okay, so meanwhile, we're going to do the slaw next. Okay, let's just have a little check-in, see how everyone's getting on. Guys, Myles couldn't wait, had it last night. Fair enough, Angela. Daisy, you're going too fast. All right, Daisy, so let's just recap on what's going on, okay, for everyone who might have joined a bit late or they're taking their time or just slightly slower. Chips, potatoes, cut them up, okay, peel, cut them up into 1 centimetre slices into nice chip shapes, get them into a pan, boil them only for 4 minutes. That's all that's needed, okay? And then in the meantime, while that is boiling away, we're going to take the chicken and we're going to butterfly the chicken. If you weren't here to see that, all you need to do, place your hand on top, take your knife, okay, and go in about halfway down at the top and then cut through it, okay? And then just flatten it out with your hand. You have a nice sort of flat piece of chicken, just like this in here. And then we'll marinate it with about half of the mix, okay? Half of the mix from your peri-peri sauce, which is delicious, that's coming here. Did you guys actually know, there's a really cool fact about the peri-peri sauce. What the guys at Nando's do is they actually work with a lot of local farmers over in South Africa, and they have a sort of collective of female sort of chili farmers who they use to actually create all of this sauce. So actually there's a really nice CSR story behind that, so you guys should go and check it out. It's kind of similar to our 1 Feeds 2 project, where, you know, for every meal you guys buy, we donate a school meal to a child in poverty. All of ours go to Malawi, but actually what they do is they use the local community, you know, the farmers, the agriculturalists, the warehouses, all of those guys work together, and then they use the village chiefs, members of the community, to actually distribute all the food. So that's a really cool project. Actually, you should read up a little bit more on that. It's really cool. Let's see what else is going on quickly. Jessica, I'm jealous of how big her kitchen is. Jessica, I wish this was my kitchen. It's actually MCHQ, but yes, thank you. It is nice. I wish it was mine too. Johnny White, loving it, good man. Jan Eason, chips look amazing. Jan, give it a go. As I said, you know, just smoked paprika and oregano, you can do that at home. They are delicious. Didn't know about Nando's. Yeah, I think it's very cool. Love meals go back to community. Thank you. Yeah, we're really proud of 1 Feeds 2. So nice. Right, let's see what else we got going on. Slaw. Slaw is next. Right, okay, so get your other mixing bowl like this. That's a big noise. Get your other mixing bowl. What should we do first? Let's do the cabbage first. So really, you can cut this in a number of ways. I'm just going to go nice and simple, okay? So straight down, vertically. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Like, hopefully all of our meals will look amazing at the end, but they will be slightly different. So I just cook it, chop it vertically, switch it horizontally, turn it about 90 degrees, and then chop it up again. And then you can just sort of run your knife through it all. And there we go, just like that. Okay, and trust me, if you haven't made this slaw before, I had it this week and it is unreal. It is so good and it is so simple. You guys will be doing this for eternity after you have eaten it tonight. I think it is so, so good. And I will definitely be stealing it for other recipes for Mindful Chef in the future as well. Okay, so give that a little chop. Go at your own pace. Then what we'll do is we'll pop that into our other bowl as well. Doesn't have to be a mixing bowl, just grab anything that you guys can fit this slaw into. We do have quite a few ingredients for this slaw, so make sure you've got a big enough bowl. So there goes cabbages in. I'll do the radishes next actually, because the carrots will be a bit more work because we've got to peel them and everything. So with the radishes, just top and tail them. That's what I do first. Just top and tail, nice and easy. Just like that. So we'll do them all three. And what you're going to see, this is a really, really healthy, delicious meal actually. You know, it's a really good source of protein, potassium, which most people are deficient in, vitamins A, C, K, which help your immune system, also your bone health. And actually, you'll see the portion of food is really, really good. And that's because we've got a lot of these veggies, which are actually quite, in terms of calorie density, so you know how many calories are in these, they're actually quite low, but they're super healthy for you and actually going to fill you up a lot. So look, what I do for my radishes is I kind of just chop a bit and then I just go down vertically like this, okay? You can all have your different ways, but we're just going to cut them into sort of matchsticks, okay? So once you've done it like that, you might layer a few up, don't have to, okay? And then all we're going to do is run our knife, so pop your forefinger on the inside of the knife, keep your thumb on the other, and then you're just going to rock into it, okay? And there you go, just a couple of matchsticks. Nice and quick, okay? So this is the cool thing that I kind of say every time when we come and cook with you guys, is actually when you can learn a few more skills in the kitchen, it will really quicken up your cooking time. So, you know, when everyone's like, struggle to make that meal in 30 minutes or whatever, as soon as you get a bit more confidence in the kitchen, get yourself a nice sharp knife, good chopping board, you know, and it'll make a world of difference as well. So here we go. Again, just a couple of vertical slices through. If it starts rocking, you can just turn it over as well. I'm not precious upon every radish looking the same as it goes into my coleslaw. I just want to eat it by that point. So we'll have a look. Get this in. Also, how colourful is this meal as well? You know, you've got a lot of greens, oranges, you know, you've got the lemon. Like, that's what we feast on, right? As we're sort of starting this whole process, is actually getting all of those ingredients out of the bag and actually thinking, wow, what an incredible meal I'm going to be cooking up this evening. Right, so keep it going. Hopefully everyone's keeping up. If you've got any questions on the recipe, struggling at all, send us a quick message as well. And you know, I can always help out, or the team will help out, or let me know where you're struggling if you want me to go over any more steps. So keep chopping that one through. See what else is going on. Good job, dinner looks delicious. Thank you, love the slaw, Lizzie Buds. Yeah, it is unreal, right? So, how many vitamins are in my glass of wine, Rory? Rory, there's some grapes in there, Rory, so there's bound to be a few. Right. Let's get through this one as well. Okay, so as you see, as it starts to rock a little bit more, turn it over, do the little claw, keep your thumb out of the way, okay, and then chopping through again. You might turn it over again, there we go, all the way through, like that, okay? Easy, guys, easy as you learn a bit more. So what I'm going to do is get some of this in, give myself a bit more space on the chopping board as well. There we go. Right, keep that going. Iris says, my husband is watching this so he can cook it on Friday. I can get a night off. Amen to that, Iris, eh? And I think, you know, just because of as soon as you say chicken and chips to people, all the men seem to get a bit more excited as well. They seem to get on board. But that's the cool thing as well, I think. You know, lots of people who might not traditionally cook, that's the beauty of recipe boxes, right? You get to, it's made really simple for you, it's made really easy. I know this one's slightly longer tonight, but it will be worth it in the end. But also you just, yeah, if you've never cooked before, it's actually quite nice just to not have the stress of thinking, oh, I've got to put together a recipe, or I've got to go to the shops and find all of the ingredients, and then I've got to actually cook the damn thing at the end. Actually, you know, you get everything sent in the box, in the bag, and everything's, you know, measured out, so you don't have to worry about getting it wrong. And then you can just sort of enjoy cooking, and you know, you just go at your own pace, enjoy it and get it done at the end. So yeah, I love it, I think it's great. Right, here we go. Okay, radishes are in. Right, nice. Next step, bring back my little bag as well. Keep my space clean. Started getting a bit more OCD about this as I'm getting older. But right, okay, so with the carrots now, all we're going to do, okay, just peel them. Okay, nice and quickly. Shouldn't take very long. And if you want to, if you haven't got to the radish stage yet, we're actually going to grate this carrot. So actually you could grate the radishes if you wanted to as well. And you could actually grate the cabbage as well if you can't be bothered with the knife part, or actually you just want to speed it up. You can do that. The radishes are a little bit harder because they're obviously a little bit smaller. So watch your fingers, but you can most definitely do that as well. Right, top and tail these as well. Here we go, nice simple, just like that. Can get these into our little bucket. Pop that one over there again. And then we'll get the grater. Here we go. Nice. And then all we're going to do, nice and easy guys, just grate them through. Crack on. See what else is going on. Sam White, loving this cook along. First one I've done, can't wait to eat it at the end. Sam, great to have you along. Yeah, I enjoy them too. It's good to get to chat to everyone. I think it's really nice that we're all able to cook along, especially in the current climate. If you're new to the community, there's a great bunch of people on there sharing loads of tips. Actually, not us as the as the chefs, but actually there's a lot of really great members who are super food fans themselves, and actually they'll give you a lot of good tips as well. So yeah, join in on the cook-alongs in the future as well. Let's see, Nadia, food processor with grating feature for the slaw. Yeah, Nadia, that will be my next purchase for the next cook-along. Sarah Hinks for having a family cook along. That's awesome. Erin, nice to hear from you, Erin. Hope you're enjoying it at home with Pete. Good to have you aboard. This is the nice thing about Nando's, I think, is it's brought in a lot of people who might not have tried Mindful Chef before, but actually they thought, do you know what? I really want to try my Nando's. I really want to get my Nando's fix, I suppose, and actually I'm going to give it a go. And what they're going to realise, or going to realise I should say, is actually how fun it is cooking up all these recipes at home. And you're going to be able to cook up a lot more. Right, so in goes the carrot. There we go. Okay, get all of this in here. We don't want to waste any of it. There we go. So you've got that. There's little bits of carrots probably left. You can just quickly chop them up. Nice and simply, there we go, get them in. There we go as well, right. Just go quick chop, bang, bang, bang. There we go, nice and easy. As I said, I'm not very delicate. I'm not too precious either about the slaw, so there we go in there. What I'm also going to do is just give it, without throwing it all over myself, give it a quick mix with my hands. You can use a spoon if you want. Because what we're going to do next as well is get that sort of the coconut yogurt and the lemon juice into here, which is going to transform what is a very delicious bowl of veg, but actually transform it into that really delicious slaw at the end of this, okay? Let's put that in. What we also need to do actually, before I forget, is actually our herbs. We'll get those in first before we do that part, and the spring onions. So take your parsley, okay? So this is the best way to sort of cook, chop herbs. Or I think anyway, and the quickest way. Get your herbs, lay them out flat, straight. What I do is I actually twist them round on themselves, so we've got the parsley here, and what that does is it just holds it in place as you actually chop it. So all I'm going to do then is just run my knife through it, like this. Okay, you're gonna find, keeping your thumb out of the way, keeping that claw, okay, pushing it through, there we go. Okay, and that's the good starting point there. And then all we're going to do is flip it sort of 90 degrees on itself again, and then run our knives back through it. Okay, you're sort of like, it's like a crisscross, right? It's just going through it, cross section, there we go. You can also just give it a quick chop, make sure it's all right, and then pop that in the slaw as well. And that's gonna give it all its colours. And then we're just going to do exactly the same again with the coriander as well. So you're chopping down, make that, sort of fold it over on itself, make that claw come around, twist it 90 degrees, okay, and then chop through again. There you go, you can chop it a bit extra, boom, boom, boom. So if I did that quite quickly, just quick, fold it, lay it out straight, fold it on itself, okay, and then chop through it, switch it 90 degrees, and then chop through it again. Okay, there we go. Let's see what's going on. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes just to crack on with that. Julian Wells, love cooking on Mindful Chef ever since we got our first box. Thank you for the support, Julian. That's epic to hear. Ali Knight, I twist my herbs too. Very good, very good. Ollie Rimmer, good to see you, Ollie. Thanks for joining. He's a long-term customer. Kate Ireland, complete hood, loving it. Awesome. The twist is a revelation, Erin. I know. I thought so too. Right, who else we got? My wife and I are making this for our 8th wedding anniversary. That's awesome too. Right, I'm just gonna see what else is going on. Cool, okay, so we've also need to be getting our spring onions into this slaw as well. So, here we go. So the green elements of spring onions, they aren't actually like, there's not lots of flavour in them. You get your main flavour sort of from the second half, the bottom half, but I don't really want to waste it, and I still like it. So what I kind of do is just take the very ends off, and I also think they add a lot of colour to your meal as well, which is really nice. And then if you need to, peel off one of the outer layers as well. You don't always need to, but you might find actually sort of dirt and things, you might need to take that outer layer off. So I'm just going to take one off like that. There we go. And again, not super precious with how we sort of chop these. You're just going to keep the claw, and run your knife through it again, okay? So if you guys are, if you're sort of new to cooking, you don't have that much confidence with your knife skills, just pop your forefinger on one side of the knife, your thumb on the other, okay? And then you're just going to rock through it. So it's just a nice, easy rocking motion like that. And what you'll find is that you can sort of speed up as you go, and you know, this will transform, you know, your kitchen prep time and actually make it a lot more enjoyable as well. So So here we go, all the way down. So make sure you get as much of the white part of that spring onion, so you're really getting that flavour as well through it. And then we'll do exactly the same with the other one. So remember, get your knife and then just rocking through. Here we go, move along. There we go again. Okay. And I'm just gonna flip that one over so it doesn't move. And then what I'm gonna do is, we've actually had the potatoes, the chips, sort of in the oven now for about 15 minutes or so. So I actually just want to give them a quick shake, quick turn, make sure they're cooking all right. Okay, so, and then we'll finish off this slaw just after that, and we'll also get that chicken on, because that chicken needs to go. So there we go. Just mix that in again, all the herbs, all the spring onion, like that. Where's my, there's he gone, there's he gone, there we go. See, I try and keep it clean, but then stuff just gets thrown everywhere. Right, okay, so grab yourself a spatula if you need one. Go to our oven, let's see how this is getting on. Oh, smelling good. Looking good as well, actually, right. Let's give that quick. I'll just give it, there you go. Have a little look, Eric. Starting to get a good colour. Starting to mix up. Should give them a couple flips, get some of this in. There we go, nice. Okay, and then we will get this back in the oven, probably for another 10 to 12 minutes, I think, and then they should be all right. So we'll pop that back in. There we go, leave that one on. Nice, good. Okay, how's everyone getting on? How's everyone getting on? Who's cooking along? Let's have a look. There we go. Are we able to send our boxes back for recycling yet? Heather Wilson. Yeah, so those of you who are new, we do provide little Collect Plus labels normally within your boxes, so you can actually send all of the insulation. Do I have some insulation? I do actually, let's show you. So you can send all of this stuff back along with the ice packs straight to us, free of charge. We just ask that you normally send about 4 weeks worth back to us. Right now it is down because of COVID and the health and safety implications around that. But what we've spoken to the guys, and hopefully we're going to get this up and running really soon. So keep your eyes peeled on the community, keep your eyes peeled for some emails, and we will get them out to you hopefully as soon as we can, because Heather, I like you, really want that back up and running. Right, let's have a look. Right, chips are looking good. I know, they do look good, don't they? Thank you very much. Right, okay, so let's finish off this slaw quickly, and then we can leave it to marinate in those amazing flavours. So, right, I'm torn here because I did something a little bit different the other day to what was on the recipe. I went all lemon into my slaw, but I was cooking for 4 people. So if you're doing that at home, you can go all lemon. If not, you can also keep wedge for the end. Good little tip with lemons, most of you'll probably know, just give it a squeeze. Keep your fingers like your hand, a little sort of cup, but keep a little gap, and then that will just allow all of the pip and the seeds to get caught by your hand rather than going into your food, because you really don't want to eat those. A, it's really, really bloody annoying to pick them all out, and then also B, they don't taste very nice at all. So there you go. E. See, it does work. There you go, all the pips out. There we go. Use my little bag, keeping everything clean. And then I'm just gonna have another wash your hands. There we go. Oh, Eric, I need to get that tap sorted, man. Come on. What else can you do, eh? Camera guy, tap guy. Eric can do it all. Get that sorted. Right, okay, coconut yogurt here. Okay, so as I said, this recipe is gluten-free and dairy-free, fitting in with all our normal Mindful Chef credentials, so wouldn't be us without that. What did I use this one for? Oh yeah, the chips, there we go. So in we go with the coconut yogurt, and this, along with that lemon juice, seems really, really simple, but it is going to transform this dish, and it is going to make it super, super delicious. As I told you, I went off-piste. I'm doing it again. I want some more lemon. I like my slaw to have a bit more lemon in it. There we go. I'll keep the other wedge. I'll put that one down, and we'll use that at the end to go over the top as well. So here we go. I'll just pop that one, chop it in. There we go, like that. Okay, nice. And then we want a bit of sea salt as well. That's going to help enhance the flavour. And then just mix it all together. as you can see, this is a huge portion, okay guys? So, you know, what you're gonna probably find, most of you, is actually you're not going to finish the slaw, okay? And that's okay. But what that does mean is you're gonna have a delicious extra for your lunch tomorrow, or another side for dinner tomorrow that you're gonna be able to share, or you're gonna be able to show off to somebody else, say, look how delicious my slaw is. And they'll go, God, that must have taken you ages and used loads of ingredients. And you're gonna be like, no, actually, it was really easy, really simple, and it didn't use many ingredients at all. So there we go. Mix that all together. Make sure you taste it. Epic, love it. Right, let's have a look. Grated carrot goes everywhere. Here we go, got a full house tonight. I've got one brother in France. Got a sister in the southwest, and I think I've got another brother in the Bahamas. Good to see you all, guys. Thank you for joining us. Claudia Shaw just kept it in the fridge, ate the slaw the next day, still good. Good to hear, Claudia. Thanks for getting in touch. Right, okay. Let's get this chicken on now, okay? Because otherwise, we're gonna be running behind time and just talking. Hopefully everyone's keeping up, having a good time. But even if you aren't, right, okay, so. Want a medium to high heat for this one. It's only going to take about 5 to 10 minutes each side. I don't think it'll take 10 minutes each side. It'll probably be about 7 minutes each side, especially considering we've actually sort of butterflied the chicken. So pop some oil in that pan, let that heat up. Pop the heat up a little bit. Just gonna have a little look on my chips, see how they're getting on as well. Yep, they are looking good. So we're about 22 minutes in, guys. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves. Hope they're cooking up their Nandos, bringing the heat. Andrew Turner, if you're there, give us a wave. I know the team did an epic job. Andrew's box didn't quite arrive, but he wanted to cook along, so the team did a good job of sending him his box. So I hope he's enjoying it. Right, okay, so let's go to our chicken. Okay, so this has been marinating in that peri-peri sauce. So as I said, we probably used about half. I think we used half. Yeah, probably used about half. I might actually pop a little bit more on because I don't think I quite got the full amount. So, but basically, a griddle pan will just give a really nice sort of crisp to the chicken, which I really like. Don't have to have it, but it will do. But as I said, it doesn't matter if you're using just a normal frying pan. That's fine as well. So once this is heated up a bit, okay, let's get this on now. We're going to take our butterfly chicken, pop it on. There we go. There we go. Oh, that smells good. That does smell good. Okay. What I'm also going to do, I don't really want this sauce to go to waste, you know. I love this, so we're actually going to pop a little bit more on there. Get those juices in. There we go. Just like that. Keep it going. Okay, so, guys, we've got about 5 or 6 minutes on there. Let that go. Let's see what else is happening. Okay, in the meantime, guys, clean up a little bit, you know. Save yourself some work at the end. You don't need to. Keep an eye on your chips. Keep an eye on that chicken as well, though. See what's going on. Grace that tap, I know. Eric, get on the tap, man. Fix the tap. Right, need to buy a griddle. About the only kitchen I don't have. Do you know what, Lizzie? If I was to put it in order, I would say get yourself an epic knife, a really good sharp knife, get yourself a good chopping board, and then get yourself a good frying pan first. Non-stick frying pan, if you're going to buy anything, because that will have more uses. But yeah, if you can shell out for the griddle pan as well, then it will transform a couple of your meals. Right, let's see what else is going on. This is looking amazing, especially the chips. Thank you, Lorraine. People are loving the slaw. Let's have a look. How do you get the marinade to stay on the chicken in the pan? Exactly, Georgie. You just have to go for it, okay? Just get it in there and then pop it on top. And hopefully that flavour will have already marinated and seeped into the chicken anyway, as you sort of left it while we were getting on with the rest of the jobs. I mean, I don't know, more people are loving the tap than they're loving the recipe, I think. Okay. Yeah, guys, don't forget, if you haven't ordered this dish, remember it is only a 2-week partnership. So make sure you get online, make sure you order it. Sorry, make sure you order it before the end of this week, because it will be your last chance. And actually, you'll love it. Paul, wish we had smell vision. Yeah, it would be good, wouldn't it? Right, let's see what else. Knock knock, as the neighbour said next door. Do you know what, Joe? Actually, our next door neighbours are a cooking school, so there's often a bit of back and forth about who's cooking the best recipes. Right, okay, so while we're waiting, what else we can do? Actually, just save us time at the end, we can actually start plating up some of this slaw. So grab yourself your plates, get this on. Right, so nice and easy. Right. Eric is looking at me saying, put more on. Getting ready to eat after this meal is done. Yeah, Eric, I feel you. Don't worry, mate, we'll do some good portion sizes. Then we'll keep some. And you can take some home for your wife and your daughter later on. There you go. Let's put this over here. Right, okay. Here we go. Let's have a look. Okay, good, look. There we go, look at that. Really nice colour on it. Okay, and that's what you get when you start cooking sort of on a griddle instead. Okay, you're going to get that nice crispiness as well from the lime. As you can see, because we do use big protein portions, it's actually quite hard to fit them all in our pan, okay, when you actually butterfly them, but there we go, we're good. Okay, so about another 5 or so minutes, 5 to 6 minutes, cooking up. Let's see what's happening. Michaela, could you come to my kitchen and cook? Hands off, Eric. My chips are beeped, is it time? Joe, probably leave it in. If you're not ready on the rest of the stuff, leave your chips in. They're only going to get better if you can leave them a bit longer. That's what I'm going to do. Not ordered this one as vegan, but might try a version with tempeh. Lito, do it. The sauce is amazing. It's delicious. The best thing about it is there are no additives. There's no preservatives. You know, there's no added nasties to it, so anyone can use it. Right, Jennifer Jacobs, had my Nando's last night. It was delicious. Just had the Mexican rub salmon tonight. So did we. Nice. Okay. Wiley, there we go. Saw it's delicious. Vegetarian option of Nando's. A lot of customers have been suggesting that. It's definitely something we'll look at maybe in the future if we decide to do any more sorts of partnerships. Is a barbecue just as good to cook it? 100%, Paul. I actually did my family meal earlier this week, my family box. I actually did all of that on a barbecue. It's fantastic. Do that. It's great. Right, I'm going to check my chips. Let's have a little look. Can I have a little look, Eric? You coming over? Yeah, there you go. They're starting to look good. I'm going to leave them a little bit longer though. A little bit longer, right. Okay, good. I think this is good. We'll take this one off the heat. There we go. Give this one a little flip because this one hasn't such a big one. There we go. Nice. Okay, chicken's ready to go. You know there, Eric? Too spicy for you? A little bit. Okay. Chicken onto the plate. Here we go. Okay, good, delicious. Pop this one over here. See what's going on. And my son is excited. Nando's hovering over the kitchen. Sampling the slaw, loving it. Grace, you have Nando's again next week. Yes, Grace, is only last week to go, so make sure you order it in time. Rob, looks amazing, smells amazing. Mav ordered it. Epic, Rob, yeah, I agree. Right, okay, so chips have been in for about 30 minutes now, so I'm going to get mine out. Let's go. Let's have a look at these. And if you guys haven't done this with like the paprika and sort of like the the oregano before, you're in for a real treat. Right, bring these in. Okay. So, look at these chips. Ooh. Yes, they do look good. Right. Eric, what do you reckon? Good? Yeah, it's getting excited as well. Right, here we go, guys. Let's get a few more in here. There we go. Just get them on. Just a little taste, make sure. Hot but good. Delicious. Right, there we go. Okay, and then last bit. got your lemon on top. Eric, lemon for you, Eric? Yeah? There you go. Okay, bit more on the sauce, bit on the chicken. There we go. Okay, and there you have it, okay? There it is. Your Nando's, Mindful Chef Nando's. Okay, turning up the heat. Certainly felt the heat a little bit at the end there with the spice. But how good does that look, guys? Excuse me, chips that. Look, how good is that? Okay, it's taken us 30 minutes, start to finish. Look, I've really enjoyed that. I hope you guys have as well. Let us know how you all get on. Cook it, share some pictures online, tag us in. Let us know what your families think, your children, everyone else. I think this recipe's gone down exceptionally well. People are loving it, so we'd love to hear your feedback. Tune in next time. We'll have another cook along probably in a month's time. Let us know what you want us to cook. Send in some recipes that you want from the menu. Otherwise, Eric and I think, need to go and eat, so we'll say goodbye. Have a nice evening, and we'll see you all soon. Cheers, guys.